Good morning, good afternoon. How is everyone doing? Hi guys. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Saturday. Hi. How are you guys doing? Hi Priyank. Hi Rohit. Hi Chinu. Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon and good morning to everyone. This is just a quick reminder that I'm live on YouTube. So, for people who want any legal advice, you can join me now on YouTube. I'm waiting for more people to join. The links are given in my video description of my YouTube, my broadcast channel, in my story, and in my post. You should find all the links there. So I'm just waiting now for Yash to join me. This is the YouTube session, which will start in few minutes. So guys, if you have not joined me on YouTube, make sure you just connect with me there. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good day. Yeah. So guys, please park your question for some time. I'm just here on YouTube live session. So make sure you join me. I can see Editola joining and saying your story is inspiring. Good morning. Hello, hello, hi. Thank you very much, Editola. Hi, Asha. Thank you. So, guys, I can see there are lots of questions on Instagram. Rahul, please join on YouTube now. I will be joined by Yash from AYNJ Solicitors. He can give the legal advice. I'm not qualified enough to give you any legal advice. I share information based on my knowledge. So someone is asking, will you upload this live session later on YouTube channel as well? Yes, it will be uploaded on YouTube. So guys, this is a reminder. I'm here on YouTube channel. If you cannot find me, just go and type your knowledge buddy, and then you'll find my live session here. You can find me exactly here. So just go and find me on your knowledge buddy. I'm waiting for more people to join here. Namaste. So Editola is saying namaste. Namaste from me as well. Adikon is saying your knowledge is the best. Thank you very much. Hi, Shemu. Hello, hello. Everyone, hello, welcome. So we will be having interesting discussion today on our YouTube channel. Guys, please join me on YouTube channel, not here. If you guys still don't want me to join there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my camera towards my screen. I'm trying my best to do it. 1 second. I need to get a better. I can see Yash as well, who joined already. Hi, Yash. Good morning, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you.
Hello? Hello?
Guys who join us online, can you hear me okay? Raisa, my point of view, Dream Bikes, Nitesh, can you hear me? Sayam, Apish, Editola, can you guys hear me?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, I cannot hear you at the moment. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes,
Aisha can hear me. Aisha, yes, you can hear me. Okay. Nitesh can hear me as well. Okay. Yes, Vardhan can also hear me. All good. Yes, I think you need to check your audio settings. Good. Thank you for confirming, guys. Editola. We can hear you both. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, one second.
Now you are on mute, Sarika.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
You can hear me now. Good,
Yeah.
good. Good. So everyone can hear us, which is nice. Okay, so what we're going to do, we are going to start today's session. Yes, just to let you know, I have also connected with my audience on Instagram.
Wonderful.
I am going to turn my camera maybe just like that so that they can have a look, because I'm reminding them to join here, but few Instagram people, they just love Instagram. They don't like YouTube. Yeah. Just a mindset, and maybe YouTube guys, they don't like Instagram, so they don't join on.
and I want to make the most of your time. And I'm just thinking to just share this information on both the platforms by joining there. Okay. So again, warm welcome to everyone who joined either on YouTube or Instagram. Hello to you guys as well here. As you can see, again, I have invited Yash. For people who are connected with me for some time, you already know who Yash is. However, I'm going to give the floor to Yash to introduce himself once again for my new audience. So if
Thank
you don't
you.
yeah, if you don't mind, Yash, can you just introduce yourself to my audience, please?
Sure, Sarika. Thank you. My name is Yash Dubala, I'm Managing Director at AYNJ Solicitors. AYNJ Solicitors is a multi-award winning legal 500, over 15 years experience, specialized UK immigration law firm based in London.
Thank you, Yash. So, again, today the topic which I have brought here to discuss is about how to start business, or which are the top trending business ideas for self sponsorship visa in the UK. Again, for my new audience, I just want to kind of remind you guys again. I don't know how many videos you guys have seen, which I have uploaded on my YouTube channel. And if you guys follow Yash, you may have seen his channel is full of all the business ideas. It is to help and support you guys to start or set up or even extend your business in the UK, irrespective of whether you are in India, Pakistan, Dubai, Nigeria, wherever you guys are watching from. If you guys already have a business in your country and if you want to expand your business in the UK, you know that Yash can help you. And his channel got all the detailed videos that you would be looking for. However, for everyone's knowledge, what we are going to do it, we are going to start again from scratch, understanding how to start business, and then also what is self sponsorship visa. Now again, you guys may have seen on the UK home office there's no visa called as self sponsorship. So first we are going to ask Yash to explain what is self sponsorship visa, and then of course I'm going to throw some questions to him about which are the business that people should do, and then you guys are always welcome to put your question, which I will be giving you enough time to put in the comment section, and one by one we will be putting Yash on spot and we'll ask all the questions. Okay, Yash.
Thank
So
you.
can you just explain what is this self-sponsorship visa again for my new audience, of course?
Of course, yeah, self sponsorship is an innovative immigration route which we believe we invented 3 years back. It's for those who wishes to genuinely set up their business, run their business with a view of getting permanent residency and British citizenship in due course in the UK. The way it works, very simple, straightforward. You set up your business, your own business, step one. Step two, you get the sponsor license for your own business. And then step three is you sponsor yourself to work for your own business. And because you are sponsoring through your own business to work for yourself, we have named it as a self sponsorship. So in nutshell, that's all about it.
Okay, so Yash, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions based on what you explained. So when someone tries to self-sponsor themselves for the business which they have set up, what
Yeah.
kind of roles they can give to themselves? Does it need to be director, or it can be like a low level as well, like an analyst or something else?
Yeah, absolutely. This is really good question. The role that can be assigned to themselves while sponsoring. Of course, it could be a director, but it can be also, let's say, if it's an IT company, it can be IT consultant. If someone is, let's say, we are doing an application for an engineer, a piping engineer. So he then assign a role himself as a senior piping engineer. Likewise, so and so forth, depending on the type of the company, the service you will be providing. And the most importantly, the job role you would be conducting within your business, your job role should be in line with those job duties.
Yeah, okay. And then I believe, yes, because of the new salary threshold, which is announced from 4th of
Yes.
April. So when someone self-sponsors themselves, say senior engineer, so they will have to give themselves that minimum salary at least as defined by the government. Otherwise, it
Yes,
will not be suitable for skill visa, which is self-sponsorship is basically a skill visa, right?
that's right. That's right. Yes.
Yeah. So for this kind of setup of self-sponsorship and then sponsoring yourself, for the clients that you handle, and I know you have got 100% success rate, and that's why you are a big brand already in the UK.
Thank
So
you.
tell me, what is the minimum investment that you have to show to the UK government? Because you're sponsoring yourself through the company, whatever is the name of the company, say ABCD. How much investment should be there in that account so that the UK government thinks, yes, this is a genuine business. This person have enough money to, pay salary to the employer. What is the minimum you think?
It's a really good question, and it's a frequently asked question. And the answer is it depends on the type of business you are running. For an example, if it's service-based business, it doesn't take huge amount of investment to kickstart the business or keep going the business with it. Very simple, maybe 20, 25,000 pounds. That's the ballpark number. It can be less, it can be more, depending on your business need. So every individual has their own business idea and business plan, how they wish to progress with their business. So just if we just be a practical, very practical and pragmatic about it. For an example, someone, let's say one of your audience, right? They want to start a service-based business. Let's say consulting, any sort of consulting business. It can be any service-based business. So when they start their business, we, of course, within our package, we help them to incorporate their company. It's all included within a package. Then once they have their business set up, they have their business bank account, they have their all this registration with HMRC and PAYE and VAT registers. It's all been cared for, all been taken care of. What next do they need to do? Is to bring in business. So some of the clients we serve, they already have established existing relationship for some of their clients in the UK. Let's say you don't have it. So first step is for you to bring in the client. So you might have to invest some investment or some amount to generate business, maybe generate leads, maybe marketing expense. Or sometimes when you are starting very early days, you just go with word of mouth. So there isn't much expense even in marketing. Once you finish that, the office expense, you can have virtual office, which is around £80 a month or £100 a month. The biggest expense is to pay yourself a salary because you are sponsoring yourself. And within the immigration rule, when you assign certificate of sponsorship, you have to pay yourself a salary, which can be roughly, and this is a ballpark number, around 40 to 50,000 pound per annum. But again, remember, you are paying yourself because when you are in the UK, of course, you have to survive. Your living expense, your family, and all that. You need money to survive, and of course, that will help you. You are paying yourself, so it's not going elsewhere. If that was to make sense. To come back to your question, how much money do you need to invest? Again, the answer is depends. But to make it easier for your audience to understand today, if it's service-based business, I would suggest something on or about 25,000 pound can kickstart the process for you, because we want to simplify. We don't want to make it complex for the audience today. So let's give them some direction.
Okay, so yes, I mean, from what I understand, what you explained now, UK government doesn't define that number,
No,
right?
not at all. Not at all. There is no minimum legal requirement at all. I mean, this is very important for the audience to understand. Likewise, we had investor visa route, £2 million investment. We had entrepreneur visa route, £200,000 investment. Minimum investment requirement. There is no minimum investment requirement with this specific route.
Yeah,
It all depends on your business genuineness.
yeah. And so yes, what I'm thinking is, when someone self-sponsor themselves, will UK government not think, say, if they have less than £10,000 they have put in their business account, will they government not think how will this person will be able to give a salary to the employee, which is this guy himself?
Good
And will
question.
they not question? Will they not think, why are they even, why have they even applied for a license? If they have applied, they should at least have 6 months of kind of savings to show that their business can run. So I don't know how that process works.
I can explain. Yeah, really good question. So the answer is, when you say you have an intention to run the business, any business they will kickstart, of course, 6 months, but then after they will start generating some
Mm,
revenue, and if it's service based, it would be majority of its profit, and then
mm,
which they can spend to pay themselves a salary.
mm.
Right. So 25,000 pound at least cover the first 6 months. And of course, the onus is on the owner and the director and the person themselves to bring in more cash if they have to inject more cash for the early days to keep the business running. But if they have a solid business idea, if they have a clear idea plan in their head, sometimes they will start making money very next month after they arrive.
Yeah.
And that will then,
Okay.
pay off or continue paying their continuous expenses. That's the idea.
Yeah, okay, it makes sense now. I know in your example you were talking about service-based company. Can you, from your experience of handling so many clients so far, can you give me an example of a case study where what was the minimum amount of investment you had shown and you had a successful client?
25,000, I guess. I remember, as far as I remember, we have done over 100 cases, over 60, 70 positive success
Okay.
outcome by now as we speak. And some of the rest of them are under consideration.
Yeah.
Um, what was your question? The minimum investments, I would say £25,000. That's roughly ballpark number we do work with.
Yeah. I'm just wanted to see because I know you have 100% success rate. So
Yes.
I wanted to check, what kind is the minimum investment required. As you
Yes.
know, my crowd, they are not a very wealthy or business people. They
They are,
are,
you don't know. You don't know.
yeah.
Some of them are very wealthy.
But from the questions that I get and I read, I can see they are middle class family. And I know there are a lot of interest in people to know about this visa route
Yes.
and how they can. So they had been bombarding me with question, what is the minimum amount? They had been
Yes.
asking me, which of course
Yes.
I could not answer that without knowing what business and what kind of things they are doing. And I did try to ask you this before as well, so that I can give them a clarity. So it is good to know. They can define how much money they want to invest in the business. Um, I'm going to ask another question again. Sorry to put you on spot.
Yeah, yeah, go on.
I have got comments even now before going live. I had put this on Instagram stories and posts as well.
Yeah.
People are talking about your fees.
Yeah,
I
of
know
course.
I know you're very transparent because I have seen
Yeah.
on your YouTube channel you go and tell, hey, this is the fees we are charging and all.
Yeah.
I also understand there are two types of fees. One is for people who are not in the UK, and the second is for the people, a different fees for people
Yes.
who are in the UK. If you're transparent, do you think you can talk about it so that my at least people who are watching this video, if they reach out to you, they should come with a mindset, okay, there's the fees associated to it, and this is what the fees is. And
Yes.
then I think we can help them better.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. First thing first, thank you so much for asking this question. And this is for everyone, and I hope this will go on record. Of course, there are a lot of comments about our fees. People start typing a lot of not nice comments, but let's deal with it, right? So first thing first, of course, there are other law firms. They do the same package and then same services, and they come across a lot less expensive than us. But again, expensive is a mindset, and it's how you look at it. But let's look into it.
Yeah.
What does our fees include? So first thing first, how much we charge? We charge 30,000 plus VAT for the entire package, right? And when you look at it, say, oh wow, that's a lot of money. And yeah, in some context, yes, it is. But then one has to understand what does it include, right? So I've created a 3 or 4 minutes long video on my YouTube channel to explain what it contains. Everything is in there. But let's put it to your audience today. So first thing first, we just take away the entire project off you, right? It's a complete hand holding project where you give us these fees, we look after from start till you get the visa. So that's peace of mind, complete hand holding support, right? You don't need to worry about anything. So first thing first, we hire an accountant for you who will then go on to set up a company for you in the UK. Then we'll hire a strategic partner, will also act initially as a director of your company, also act as an authorizing for your company. We source that person for you. Their fees is also included in this fixed fee. And then they will stay there at least for 6 months. Their 6 months fees is also covered. The accountant 6 months fees is also covered in this package. First 6 months fees is also covered. They go on to register your company with HMRC for PAY and VAT. The authorizing officer will help you to open business bank account. It's not easy. Ask any UK based business person. I'm part of a group called Entrepreneur Organization. There are businesses over £1 million turnover. I do get to ask question, oh, where do I get and open my business bank account? The business who are present in the UK, the people who are British, they are running business, they are not able to open business bank account. So it's very difficult to get business bank account. We do that for you within this package. It's very complex process. We look after for you. The client doesn't get the idea how complex it is because they are in background. We are doing everything on forefront for them. So that is number one. And then after, once we finish this stage one, this is a stage one process. The stage 2 is to get the sponsor license. Now, because this is a complex service, it's not like a simple applying for a typical company sponsor license. This is different in a way where it's a brand new, almost brand new company for most of the clients. And then we have to present the case to the home office so that they approve the sponsor license. And we tell the home office everything upfront, 100% honestly and transparently, what exactly we are doing. We don't hide any information. We tell the home office exactly that this is the client. He wants to sponsor himself, and we are applying for sponsor license for that reason. So there is no, like, we are not hiding anything. To do that, it's not easy. It takes courage. It takes a lot of experience and expertise to get this application approved in 100% and transparent way. So there are companies, they do this sort of package, but what they are doing is they're preparing a company in somebody else's name. They give you skilled worker visa, but that's not legit. That's not what you want. What you want as an entrepreneur is to remain 100% control of your own visa on your own company. But they do it differently, as if like they pretend you are coming to the UK to work for somebody else's business. Is that what you want? That's not legit. That's not genuine. Is that what you want? If you want that, then of course there are other service provider who will do it for a much cheaper price. That's called selling the certificate of sponsorship. Right? It's called facilitation. It's called circumventing the immigration rule, and that's illegal. There are people out there, they are doing it. So be cautious, be careful about it. Now, once we finish the sponsor license package, there is a potential chance home office may come and visit the company which is based in the UK, and the authorizing officer, which is the person we have sourced for you, has to deal with this question and query. We have to train them. We have to make sure we stay with the home office to make sure we get the positive outcome of that visit from the home office. That is also included. Then after we go on to the skilled worker visa application. Again, because it's a special and complex case, home office may treat it differently. They might even interview you. They might interview the authorizing officer based in the UK. We have to train them. We have to look into all these complex questions, scenario, train like unlimited time to make sure we get the positive outcome.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is the differentiator. This is the service package. It includes a lot more. Sometimes we also help client to prepare their website. We do a lot more without asking anything extra, right? It's all inclusive package, and this is why it is what it is. And I appreciate people do come with say, oh, look, I have my own company, I have my accountant, and we don't need this part of the service. And we say it's fine. We then take away that service price from the package, and we offer them the light package. So we have a light package, we have a full package as well. But when they compare, I would invite them to compare like to like. So to address this question of the expensiveness, which is again subjective. Another thing I want them to consider is the success rate. On our website, we have at least 7 video testimonials. Now, once the client get their visa, not everybody would be happy to go on record and on video, but we are fortunate. We are very fortunate. We have really good people who are happy to put their name and face on YouTube, on social media to say, look, we are very thankful. And I think, Sarika, you did one podcast with one of my clients from USA, Kate Corey.
Yeah.
Yes, wonderful client, wonderful. She's so happy. She's happy to help us and help our audience to understand how she managed to get herself sponsorship from USA. And we have hundreds of clients from India as well, right? So there are video testimonials from Indian clients as well on our YouTube channel. So look at that assurance, that confidence, that professionalism. That is the differentiator, I would say. That's what I want them to consider. It's a multi-award-winning solicitors firm. So every solicitors firm, they have a very tight regulation to protect clients' money as well. So there are a lot of things a client would want to consider before they comment on the price. And so that's my answer. I know it was a bit long-winded, but I hope it got addressed in record today once and for all.
Thank you very much for explaining that, Yash. So you talked about one package, and I believe you had also talked about a slimmer package for people who are in the UK. And so the price is a little different, right? It's lesser than what it is. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So Am I allowed to say that here? How much
Yeah,
it is?
absolutely. So, so if it's a light package, we do 15,000 plus VAT. So if it's a full package, it's 30,000 plus VAT. So in light package, what it is not included is to incorporate your company and bringing your authorizing officer, which is mandatory. You have to have one person who is settled in the UK to take a role of the authorizing officer. That's not included. If you have that, probably you are in the UK on graduate visa, or probably on student visa, or a different visa like a dependent visa, or probably skill worker visa, and you want to switch now. And then you say, look, I can do this part of the process myself. I have this. Just deal with the stage 2 and stage
Yeah.
3. Then it will be 15,000 plus VAT.
Okay, thank you very much for Yash. And few questions which has already come before we went live. So I'm going to just summarize what Yash was saying. So there's a two kind of package which Yash provide. One is the full package, one is a light package. One basically full package where you need everything Yash and his team to do it, which will cost you £30,000 plus VAT, and the slim package where you want to do some bit yourself, and especially this is applicable for people who are already in the UK. For example, you already have a business account created, you have already a business, you have also managed to get a license, or you want Yash and his team. So that's a lighter package because you take half of the responsibility, and half of the responsibility is with Yash, which will cost you £15,000 plus VAT. I hope this is clear, guys. Okay. Now, Yash, if you don't mind, can I just take a few questions? Because while you were explaining, I was also reading the questions which came from my audience. So first of all, one question I have already pinned here, which you can see. Adidon Addy.con is asking, can the solicitor help us register a business? Yes, very much. He is the expert in this. And of course, this is what he do day and night. He sleep over it as well. So yes, definitely. The link is provided in my pinned comment of this chat. You can see at the top. And then you will also see when the video goes live, or even the video doesn't go live, you can see on the description, I've already provided a link. What you have to do is just go and fill that form. Someone from Yash and his team will reach out to you very soon in a couple of days. So please go and use the form which is already provided. In fact, in my last 1 month's video, you'll see that link in all my videos. So please go ahead and take advantage of his expert service. Okay, I answered your question, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to just take other question which I saw. So somebody was asking about your YouTube channel name, and if you don't mind, can you name your YouTube channel? I know, yes, but I want you to say that to my
Yeah,
audience.
it's so if you type in YouTube AYNJ solicitors, so it's Alpha Yankee and N for its end sign and J solicitors, then you should be able to find it, or just put probably my name and Yash Dubal and you will find it there.
Thank you. Yes, so this was being asked by Sham. If you cannot find it, just leave a comment after the live session. I will share his link. Otherwise, it's simple. Just write. You can see the background of Yash, right? It says
Yeah,
ANJ Solicitor.
yeah. Just type my background name AYNJ solicitors in YouTube, and
Or
you
you
will
can
find it.
just type this and you'll find his YouTube channel. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, and please do subscribe to the channel. There are a lot of videos we do every week with a lot of wealth of information.
A- and you can see a lot of focus is on the business, because that is the pain point which I hear from the people. They don't have enough information available how they can set up their business or expand their business in the UK. So one by one, I'm going to take up the question which the guys are putting on the comment section. So Selvam is saying, I'm in UK in skilled worker visa, but I want to move to self-sponsor visa. Kindly advise me, is it possible? So I'm taking the liberty to answer on behalf of Yash. Of course, it's possible, but you can use the link which is already provided in my video description. Selvam, go and take expert advice. Again, just to remind you guys, I don't have the authority to give any legal advice to you guys. That's why I always bring Yash to my channel. I only make videos based on my knowledge, because I'm here in the UK and I read a lot of stuff, so I'm quite interested. That's why. But anything that I say, that should not be considered as a legal advice. For any legal advice, you should always go to a legal person like Yash. I hope this is
Thank you.
clear. Yeah. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm quickly going to take another question. So guys, I'm trying to read the question from the top, and of course I will get through your question in a few minutes. Vardhan is asking, ma'am, what about the restaurant and shop open business? Do you want to talk about a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So, what then? It's very much possible. You can get the self-sponsored visa route, get into the self-sponsored visa route even through restaurant and shop business. So the question one is: have you identified a restaurant you want to either purchase, buy, or you want to start fresh? If you start a fresh restaurant, brand new restaurant, there are a lot of requirement and compliance you have to go through. You have to take a permission for your premises to trade as a restaurant. So it takes time. It takes time, at least 3 to 6 months. We have strategic partners we can connect you with at no cost, who can then assist you to probably open a restaurant, open a shop, or take over a shop. Help you to buy a relevant business if you want to buy a ready business. So they are professional, experience, expert, professional who just help on buying ready business or setting up business. So we can connect you with that. We have no monetary benefit of this introduction. Just wanted to be put it as a disclaimer. It's just the pure introduction and nothing more. Happy to do that if you like. Just fill the form. One of my team member can do that for you.
Thank you. So what I can do is, there's a very similar question to this one, and I believe it does cover. So Varun was asking, can you open a restaurant or cafe under new rules, and does it apply for people who are already in the UK? I think it's the same answer which
Yeah,
Yash already said. So answer is
absolutely.
yes. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Thank you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take. Okay, let me take. Shyam is asking, if I have a friend in UK having citizenship, is it possible to post him as my director and purchase the full share of the company? Then is it possible to convert business visa?
All right. So I think I will rephrase the question. Probably the person is asking if someone is in the UK taking the post of director and then get through the self-sponsorship route. The answer is yes, but make sure the setup is done in a way where you remain the 100% shareholder, so that it can remain as a self-sponsor. Otherwise, as I said earlier, it would be a disguise, like you're just pretending to come to the UK to work for somebody else, which probably is not true. Then if it's not true, then it's illegal. So yes, it's possible. Your friend can act as an authorizing as long as he does have relevant knowledge and expertise to run the HR compliance. That's something I did not mention in my previous question. So we also set that up. We have to set up, when we apply for sponsor license application, the company have to have a proper HR compliance system in place. We've been doing it for 15 years. So what we do is we provide a tried and tested templates which we've been using for last 15 years, and it works every time. We provide the ready template for you, for your company, and you can use that as a compliance package straight away. So but it has to be there before you submit the sponsor license application. It's one of the technical requirements.
Thank you. I hope, Shyam, we answered your question. So, guys, if we are taking your questions and if you are satisfied, please give me a thumbs up at least, so that Yash and I know we have answered your question. Otherwise, at least we can ask the question again to Yash. I'm going to take the next question from LP Desai. Can you please provide an example of any retail business which can be eligible for it? So, of course, like Yash was said, it can be any business, to be honest. But Yash, if at all you want to add something to it or an example, please do.
Yeah, so to LP Desai, the answer is yeah, as Sarika said, it's any business, literally any business of your choice. You decide what business do you want to run. Do you want to run probably a convenience store, or probably petrol station, or any retail business of your choice? It can be literally any business, and it can qualify for self-sponsored visa route.
Thank you. LP Desai, if we answered your question, give me a thumbs up as well. Now let's take the next question from Aisha. Aisha. Oh, why twice Aisha? But okay, that's fine. It's nice. Can setting up a recruitment agency self-sponsor? So basically, as a recruitment, can they do a self-sponsorship as part of recruitment agency?
Yeah. So I understood recruitment agency is the business. So
Yeah.
yes, you can set up a recruitment agency business, and then the idea is for you to run you need a sponsor license for you to come and work for your own recruitment agency business. You are getting skilled worker visas. So this is how the we will propose this idea to the Home Office when we make the application. So yes, it's possible, Aisha.
Thank you, Yash. So Aisha, let me know if you answered your question. So I'm going to go back to Ede Docon saying how much I'm in the UK. I believe this question was posted before. I think we already talked about two packages that Yash have. One is the full package, one is the light package for people. A light package is 50%, is basically 15%, 50% off than the main package. So it means £15,000 plus the
Plus
VAT.
VAT. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see how transparent we are so that when you call Yash or when you go to him, you go with the expectation that this is the fees, and then you don't waste his time or he don't waste your time, setting up the right expectation with each other. Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect.
Next question I'm going to take from Lord Dibila. Lord Bila, sorry, Lord Bila. Okay, Lord Bila is asking, I'm a Forex trader currently in the UK on PSW, and I would like to ask if I can open a business around that.
Sure. So when you do forex trading, if you're just doing it for yourself, probably, and again, I'm not FCA regulated advisor, but probably you might not need license. But if you are, trading it as a professional, then you might need FCA regulation. So look into it, Lord Bila, first. If you require any regulatory compliance licenses, if you just get that first, then you can apply for sponsor license, and then you can get on a skilled worker visa through self-sponsorship route. So short answer is yes, it's possible. What you need to bear in mind, because it's a compliance heavy business, you need to figure it out, probably find out whether you need license or you don't need license.
Thank you, Yash. I also noticed there was already a question at the top when we started the session, and I think I missed this question, which was from Shemu. I don't know if Shemu, you are still here. So his question was, hi, Yash, should a business start generating money FOTS, what does FOTS means, before one can apply for self-sponsorship visa? Example is e-commerce.
I got the question of Shemu. So Shemu is asking, does the business need to start making money before applying for self-sponsored visa? The answer is no, not necessary, because any brand new business, it has some sort of life cycle to go through, right, before they can start making money. Some business can start making money very next day, and some business would not even make any money for 6 to 8 months, and that's perfectly okay. So the idea, it has to be a legitimate, genuine business. Remember that. As long as it's genuine, legal business, you should not worry about it. As long as you can fund the business of early days to keep going. And that's the answer to the question. It doesn't. So the short answer is no, it doesn't need to start making money before you apply for self-sponsored visa. You can apply for self-sponsored visa anytime. Once there is a license, you can apply for self-sponsored visa. I mean, get a skilled worker visa as soon as you can. So that's the answer to your question.
Thank you, Yash. So I was thinking when you were explaining, it means if at all I'm not making any money for say for 3 months or 6 months, that is where that money that you show in the account is going to help you, because you are going to give salary to yourself, right? And if you don't have any kind of savings in your business account, how do you give salary to yourself? I believe that is also important, of course, and operational
Yeah.
costs will be there to run your business, whatever it be. Okay, thank you very much. So Shemu, if you're still here, if you answered your questions, you can give us a thumbs up. There was another question at the top, which I saw. The name is My Point of View. Good. I like your point of view. So question is, I'm FMCG expert and would like to know opportunities in UK. Do you want to know opportunities for self-sponsorship, or do you need for work? I don't understand this very well. Uh, maybe if you can let us know in the comment, and we'll pick up your question again. I don't know, unless yes, you understand something which you want
Yeah,
to.
so probably he's asking, like, I'm FMCG expert, would like to know the opportunities. So I'll just try and make some assumptions. So he's FMCG expert. Can he get, let's say, sole sponsored visa, because we are talking on that subject? Can I run the business of FMCG? The answer is yes. But the question to you back is, what exit business do you want to run? Would you work as an FMCG consultant, consulting and advising other businesses, or would you run the FMCG business yourself, right? So it's up to you. So if you run the business, FMCG business yourself, it might be investment heavy, because you might have to bring um, you know whatever the items you want to sell here in the UK. It would be an investment, and then you have to trade, you have to find out supplier, and trading and all that complexity. You need to push your product into the channel. So that's like marketing function, sales function, and operation function. But if you work as any service based business like consulting or advisory business, then it's straightforward. There is no huge investment. So it's up to you. For my point of view, I hope that helps. The answer is yes, you can get through the sales sponsorship visa, but before we do that, you have to refine your business idea, and it's up to you how you want to run your business.
Thank you, Yash. I'm going to put one question which is not about the self-sponsorship visa, but of course, I don't want to ignore anybody here who had
Sure.
made an
Sure.
effort to join this session. So, Rahul, I read your question about UK embassy interview. My wife got an interview for skilled worker visa. I don't think there, at least during my time, I don't think there was any interview by the embassy. There was nothing like that. When your company or you apply your skill visa based on the COS and job offer you get, you just go for your fingerprints and biometric thing. I don't remember. For UK, there's no interview. If you talk about US and other countries, probably it is. But given that Yash is here, yes, I'm going to ask Yash, what is your thoughts?
Yeah, no. So Rahul is right. He said his wife got an interview, which is possible, very much possible. Nowadays, Home Office like to interview someone who is applying for skilled worker visa, and Rahul has asked, can you suggest what is that about? So let's talk about it. I'm happy to talk about it. So Rahul, what happens in this interview? First thing first, Home Office wants to first establish whether you are a genuine applicant or not, right? So they want to establish whether your wife has the relevant skill or qualification or experience to do the role which she has applied for. So my suggestion is to keep the relevant evidence ready, because everything has to be evidence backed, right? So if it's experience, there must be an experience letter. I would suggest even email the Home Office before your interview, so that they have that on record, that you are a genuine skilled worker. So you have to have relevant skill or qualification experience. Whatever the evidence you have, I would invite you to submit that via email before your interview. That's my first advice. Number two is, if you are applying for skilled worker visa, how were you interviewed? Who interviewed you in the UK company? Someone must have interviewed you before they even offer you the job role, right? So Home Office wants to find out all this connection. They want to find out, are you a legitimate, genuine skilled worker or not? So they will ask your wife a question about, how did you find the job? How did you apply for the job? Who interviewed you, right? What is your salary? Do you have employment contract? And what is your salary? Where will you work? When, how many hours would you work? What is your job role? What is your job duty? And what qualification or experience do you have to fulfill this job role? So these are like a bullet point question. These are the questions he could be asked. Rahul, I hope this helps.
Oh, thank you very much. First of all, Yash, I didn't know such things are happening now. At least during my time, it was
No, it
simple.
wasn't. It was
Yeah,
straightforward. Now it's complex.
yeah, maybe because there are a lot of scams. People are misusing the system. That's why they are doing their own due diligence. Things were much better during my times. That's why I was a little surprised to see this question. But I'm glad at least I had Yash. Yeah, that's why I say, guys, see, I make videos based on my knowledge and experience. I don't deal with such cases. Yash is the person and his team who deal such cases. Yeah, and also just a reminder to you guys. Yash does not only deal with self-sponsorship visa. He deals with almost all the kind of visa things.
UK immigration. Yeah.
UK immigration, you name it, and he deals with it. He and his team, of course, he got a big team to manage that. So if you guys got any question, or if you want to reach out to Yash as well, you can use the same link which I have provided in my pin comment and then also in my video description. Whether your visa was rejected or if you want some advice while applying for any kind of visa, please make sure you reach out to Yash for any legal advice. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much, Yash. And I'm going to again just take another question which is not related to again self sponsorship, but I know D Verma has put here, so I'm going to just pin his comment so that we can go through it. So D Verma is saying, if someone applies for a 3-year skilled worker visa with NHS fees as part of the application, and later on decides to move to another company after 6 months on new skilled worker visa. So what is the question?
Can he get probably the IHS fees back? I think we
But
covered that in last.
yeah. I from my memory, I think you said we can. I don't remember, but yeah. Okay.
Is that a question? Because first thing first, we don't know what is the question.
Yeah, D
I think
Verma, if you're still here, can you please rephrase your question? Okay, we understand what you're asking, but I mean, we understand your statement, but I don't know what is the question for us. Are you saying that will the NHS fee, when you say NHS fees, we are hoping you mean immigration health surcharge fees, yeah? Are you saying that will that amount be refunded if you move your company? Okay, I will let Yash answer that, and we can come that to later. If D Verma, if you hear, make sure you rephrase your question at the bottom. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm quickly moving to the other questions which I have not which I have not pinned so far, and let me take a different question. There's a question from Imada Ali. It's about New Zealand. This session is not about New Zealand. Imada, you can email me on yourknowledgeberry@gmail.com. I'll put you in touch with a New Zealand solicitor. Yeah. Oh, I think D Verma is saying, can that person still use existing NHS fee? Okay, we will come back to you, D Verma. And another question, Sandeep I see is saying, oh, with £30,000 in India, will earn more money with interest. Yes, you're more welcome to do that, Sandeep. This is only for people who are interested to move to the UK. Of course, India is your home country, and then you can be there as you want. So then maybe this session is not for you. This is for people who wants to migrate to the UK. Yeah. So moving to next, again, I have not read this question, but I'm going to say, I took this question because I could see Yash. Yeah, it says Yash talks UK. I like that. Yeah, Yash talks UK. Yes, he does talk, by the way. AYNJ is also Yash. Yeah. So Yash is saying, hello, ma'am. I just finished my master's in UK and having offer of tier 2 visa with salary requirement. Is there for 5-year visa sponsor, and my dependent is also here. Can we apply together? So when you're saying you have an offer of tier 2, it should be mentioned there, in this US, which is called certificate of sponsorship. How long is that sponsorship valid for? If it's for 2 years, of course, and your dependents can also apply with you, both can apply together. If it says 5 years, then you apply for 5 years. It's only for carer and senior carer visa. UK government has stopped bringing dependent. But other than that, UK government have not stopped bringing dependent. I believe I answered it correctly, Yash.
Right, yeah. So skilled worker visa, of course, can tier 2 is now named as skilled worker visa, so that's the new category. And then, of course, they can bring their dependents, except if they are on healthcare visa with that specific SOC code of carer or senior carer, they can't bring dependents anymore. But everybody else can bring dependents to the UK. And as you rightly said, the length of that visa will depend on the certificate of sponsorship, which you will find it on the COS itself when you receive it.
Yeah, thank you, Yash. I hope we answered your question. Yash talks. Yash, you can of course comment below, and I'm going to read your question. The next question I have managed to reach to. This was posted at 12:25. It's already 12:44, so I have to really go fast to the remaining questions. So Pradeep saying, which services continue after visa is ready, like CA, legal, etc. Yes, I.
Right. Yeah, sure. So I think the question is, and I'm trying to make some guesswork here. They're asking what service do you need once you get the visa? Of course, it's your own company. When you run the company, you need an accountant to do accountancy services. So that has to be continued. And then also you need that authorizing officer in your business for at least 5 years till you get the ILR. Because that's important. You have to have one person who is settled in the UK to continue providing this authorizing officer services, unless you have someone who can join and take over that role. So that must be continued, Pradeep. That's answer to your question. And of course, my team can explain the cost and how it works or for foreseeable future for you as well when you submit your inquiry.
So Pradeep, you can just fill the form which I have provided in my description and my pinned comment, and someone from Yash and his team will reach out to you. Next question I'm going to take from Monica. Monica Tula. Can we get self-sponsored showing online business? Is it possible? I think Yash already answered that, Monica. If you were there, maybe you posted this question before explained, but he already answered yes. Thank you.
The answer is yes. Yes, Monica, you can.
So I'm going to move to the next question, and this question is from Balakrishna. Balakrishna is saying, hi Yash, to set up a small cafe with 5 year already staying in the UK and ready for ILR, can a cafe or a tea shop be started, and what should be the balance needed in bank?
So the first part is saying to set up a cafe with 5 year already staying in the UK and ready for ILR. So I did not get it.
He's saying he's already in the UK. He's ready now for ILR. but he's also asking, he's telling about himself that he's already in the UK and he's ready for ILA. And
Uh-huh.
then he is also saying he wants to open a cafe or a tea shop. And if he wants to open that, and maybe I believe he's saying he wants to get a license as well, maybe. What is the
Mhm.
balance needed in bank? This is what I.
It's if it's an existing business, and if it's up and running, and if it's running properly, then whatever the balance you have is the balance, because you are running the business already. If the business is already up and running, and if it's running properly, then there is no extra balance needed to apply for sponsor license, Balakrishna. That's the answer to your question. But let's assume you don't have up and running business. You are setting up a brand new business to run it as a cafe or a tea shop. My question would be to you, because it's your domain expertise. How much money do you think you need to start that business and run that business? So it's 100% subjective to your need and your planning of running that specific business.
Thank you.
Neither home office nor us prescribe the specific amount. The reason I put 25,000 is just for the service based businesses. The service based business, they say, oh no, just give us a number. We say, okay, this is the number. It's a ballpark number we can kickstart the project with.
Thank you very much, here. So I'm going to remind you guys it's already 12:48 and I can see tons and tons of question. I have managed to get only till 12:30 p.m. question and there are plenty more. I'll try my best to see how much we can cover. And also I want to check how are you doing with time, Yash? Do you think you will have extra time or do you have a hard stop at 1 o'clock? Just
Yeah, we,
checking.
we can stop at one. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to take very quickly questions. Again, guys, if we don't answer all the questions, please leave the your questions in the comment section. Of course, I'm going to request Yash to go through it if
Uh,
at all he gets time later. And also, I'm going to provide the link. You can also try to speak to Yash and his team, and of course, they will help you. So, moving very quickly to Dilab is saying, I'm on a care worker visa and I'm going to change to visa on off license shop. So, what will be salary minimum required?
38,000.
Thank you. Um, I'm going to move to Music Hunt is saying, already I opened IT business in UK. My PSW visa expired. Now I'm in India. If any possible to move UK using my IT company. So
Yeah.
answering very quickly what Yash already said, it's the same thing. Yeah, you have set up a business, but now you want to use the self sponsorship. You can do that and reach out to Yash. Is that
Yeah.
okay, Yash? I'm answering
Yes.
on
So
your.
the previous question is 38,700. Sorry. So it's 38,700 per annum precisely.
Correct, correct. That is the
Yeah.
minimum salary which is
Yeah.
defined.
That's minimum salary requirement. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. For Music Hunt, of course, please reach out to Yash, answering very short because I have so many other questions to take at the bottom.
It's possible. Music hunt is possible.
Thank you. I've already answered. Naveen, Varun gave thumbs up. Aisha also gives a thumbs up. Good, good. Thank you. Aisha saying, after sponsoring self, can I sponsor my staff? Aisha, just get
Yes.
in touch with, and yes, answers yes, get in touch
The
with Yash.
yes answer is yes, you can.
Okay, good. Thank you. Okay, let me see what Varun, did we take Varun's question?
I
But
think we did, but this might be another one.
okay, Varun saying, I want to ask that can we operate the business from home if I want to open cloud kitchen and set up a business?
Yes, the answer is yes. You can work from home. You can set up cloud kitchen and set up a business, and you can run it from home. Yes, Varun. Yes, it's perfectly fine.
Thank you, Yash. Amit is saying, what is required for self-sponsor visa? I think in the
We did
introduction,
cover in the start.
yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know, Amit, when you join, but when this live session will be posted on my YouTube, you can see the introduction. And I'm sorry, I have to move very quickly to other questions, given that I have very little time left with Yash, and I want to take full advantage of it.
Yes.
I've already answered Dilip's question. I'm going to take this one again. I have not read it. Bhupender is saying, I'm planning to go to UK to continue my further education or masters. After completing my masters and convert my student visa to work visa, can I bring my dependent with me after converting to work visa? Yes, the answer is yes. Like I said, now
Yes.
only for carer and senior carers you cannot bring your dependent. And once, of course, you're coming for masters, you cannot you bring your dependent. But once you get your work visa, then your dependents are allowed. Okay. And now, okay, moving to this question. This is interesting. Eddie Docon is saying, can a group of business partners own a business and both partners will be self-sponsored?
The answer is yes. We have done this similar, identical case, 100%.
Thank you. Guys, you can see I'm just trying to get yes or no from Yash so that you get an answer. And if you need more information, reach out to Yash and his team. And at least I want to pick up all the questions. So Gulzar is saying, I have 60 days left on my GWP visa. What is GWP visa? What visa?
No idea, no
No,
idea. But he has left 60 days on any visa. Let's graduate route visa, probably graduate work permit, maybe.
yeah. Time to set up a self-sponsored visa route. Yash, what do you say?
Yeah, so the answer is it's tight, very tight. But we need to do an assessment and speak with one of my team member. Probably they might be able to provide some advice or some suggestion how to make it work. If it's not, we'll just tell you upfront and honestly that it's not possible, so we won't waste your time. But you may want to complete the inquiry form, Gulzar, and see if we can do something about it for you.
Thank you. Again, Amit is saying, can I apply from New Zealand? I have Indian passport. Yes, you can apply from anywhere. Get in touch with Yash and his team will help.
Yes, Amit, it's possible.
Yeah. So Gaurav saying, I think he's saying how Yash has to be paid, advance or in milestone.
Yeah, it's a three tranche of payment, Gaurav. So we charge in three tranche. So you pay in three installment, equal installment, and we take the next payment after we finish the one milestone and then another.
Thank you, Yash. Another question from Yash Talks UK. What if the business is not good and there is need to shut down the business then?
Perfect. Really good question, Yash. So the answer is the business has to continue throughout the lifetime of your skilled worker visa for you to stay in the UK to run your own business. Now, if your business doesn't run well, what would you do? If you have to shut down your business, then you will lose your visa as well. So for you to continue with your visa, of course, your business has to continue.
Thank you. Yes. I'm going to take next question. Choi Datta is asking, I have self-sponsored 2-year visa. Self-sponsored 2-year visa, PSW. That is
Graduate route visa, yeah.
and want to start a business here in the UK with base in London. Which business idea would be better to start, product based, and that has a demand in the market? Before Yash answers this question, I'm going to tell if you just go to Yash's channel, YouTube channel, name is AYNJ Solicitors. I saw Yash has posted a video last week or 2 weeks before, top 5 trending business ideas, top 5 business with less investment. I think those topics are already covered in detail. Maybe you can go
Yes.
to that video. And if you still require any assistance from Yash, you can reach out to him. So,
Yes, it's there. The business ideas are there. We have probably done 3 videos at least, Mr. Datta. Hope that helps.
thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to steal your spotlight, Yash, but trying to
Okay,
answer very quickly, given that I have only 4 minutes and still there are questions. So,
sure.
okay, Bhupender is saying, I'm planning to UK. Oh, we already answered
Yeah,
this.
yeah,
Thank you.
that's done.
And did we answer this question, Amit? Can I do
Yeah.
partnership with a UK citizen and get self sponsorship?
The answer is yes, you can.
Okay. Next question I'm going to take from Pradeep is saying, will there be any consequences if the business doesn't make substantial profit?
Really good question, Pradeep. The answer is you have to run the business. Number one, you have to pay yourself a salary. Now, if the business doesn't make substantial profit, can you pay yourself a salary and continue running the operation? As long as you can, even with your own fund for interim basis, it's perfectly fine. The business doesn't need to make substantial profit for you to continue your self-sponsorship route or the business.
Thank you, Yash. Sonal answer is yes. So I'm not going to give more
You can
explanation.
bring yeah, you
Yes.
can bring dependents if you're a doctor
Then,
and of course you have a skilled worker visa.
yes. Next question I'm going to take very quickly from Prem is saying, I'm citizen of Malaysia and I'm in my home country now. And then he's saying, will I be able to open a business in UK with UK citizen personal so that I can apply self-sponsored visa? In short, which Yash already answered, answer is yes. Yeah, and
Yes, you can.
you can reach
We,
out to
we,
Yash.
we have multiple clients from Malaysia, Singapore. It's kind of a hotspot. People are coming to us from that part of the world, Middle East, USA, India, even African countries. We have plenty of clients from this region. Yes, it's possible, Prem. Go for it.
Thank you. Um, Next question, Pari. I think you have to check what is the salary for you. If you move from student visa to skilled visa, you will be considered as a new entrant. Then you get a salary discount. There's a detailed video on my YouTube channel and also on Yash channel as well. Please refer to that. Thank you.
Yeah, and sometimes it can be get confused. So feel free to reach out to professionals, either to my team or any lawyer. They should be able to answer question.
Yeah, thank you. Keaton is asking what are the residency requirements to qualify for ILR and citizenship. Again, I'm going to say there's a detailed video on Yash and Yash channel, also on my channel. I don't know if you have a one-liner response,
I
Yash.
can quickly answer. I mean, it's a really good question, probably helpful for everyone on this show right now. So, the residency requirement for ILR from skilled worker visa is 5 years. So, you should be in the UK for 5 years, continuous lawful residence. You should not be outside the UK more than 180 days in any year. So, every year you should be in the UK at least 186 days. So, at least half of the time. And for citizenship, after you get the ILR, you have to stay in the UK at least one more year before you can qualify for citizenship. Now, residency requirement for citizenship is slightly different. So, in citizenship, in previous 5 years, before you make the application, you should not be outside the UK more than 450 days, 450 days. And the last year, you should not be outside the UK more than 90 days. So that's the citizenship residency requirement and the ILR requirements. ILR is 5 years, citizenship is 6 years in nutshell. Hope that helps, Keaton.
Thank you. Moving to next question. So, guys, again, if Yash managed to answer your question, please give me us a thumbs up. Okay, good to know that. I am scrolling very quickly to the question from Sagip is saying, can 4 to 6 months old business apply for a sponsor license, or do we have to show some return to HMRC for sponsor license?
The first part of the answer is yes. You can apply for sponsor license, business being 4 to 6 months old. Do you need to submit any HMRC return? The answer is no, not mandatory.
Thank you. Moving to Krishna is saying, can we transition an existing business from India to UK, continue to on dependent visa, improvise the business here, and then move on self sponsors? Self sponsor.
Absolutely, yes. Krishan, you can transition your existing business from India to UK and or a dependent visa. I don't know what you mean by dependent visa, but in short, yes, you can transition business from India to UK and get self-sponsored visa. Yes, it's
And
possible,
Krishna,
Krishan.
feel free to reach out to Yash and his team so that they can help you better. Moving very quickly to Prem is saying, as being Malaysian, I have a 6 month entry to the UK as a tourist. I would like to open a small music academy where I can teach tabla and tone myself. So is he saying that he
Wonderful.
wants to come here as a tourist and then first of all open this small music academy? Is it allowed on the tourist visa, Yash?
Prem, it's not allowed. You cannot work or provide any training while in the UK and on a visitor visa. So I understand you're Malaysian and you have on arrival 6 month entry, but you cannot set up a music academy while you are on a visit visa, Prem. It would be illegal. So please don't do that. That's my advice if you're planning to do that. But of course, if you apply and get self-sponsored visa, you can do that.
Okay, and yes, on tourist visa, can they just come and buy our, say, retail outlet or anything? Can they do that on their visa?
Yes, you can be an investor, you can own a company while on a visit visa. What you are not allowed to do is take an active role in the management or running the business or carrying out any commercial activity, except it's permitted if it's permitted under business visa category, which is like just meeting, doing some professional, meeting, attending client side. And then doing presentation. That's the best you can do on a business visit visa. Apart from it, you are not allowed to carry out any professional activity on visit visa.
Thank you. So, guys, I read most of the questions as well. I can see there are a lot of questions about which we have already discussed. Looks like you guys have joined late, so I'm not going to repeat all those questions. Minimum amount needed to start a visa, salary, dependents, and all. We already covered so many times in this video itself, so I'm not going to spend the time on that. However, this question did catch my attention. Krishna is saying not someone. Krishna reached out to your team, Yash, for global talent visa. He sent a request. I don't know, how do you send a request? Is it like filling the online form, but you got no response?
Yeah, I mean, what I would suggest is if your inquiry has been missed, I would profoundly apologize for any inconvenience that might have caused. We do receive thousands of inquiries, but that's not the excuse. My suggestion is that there might be a link in this podcast or a show. Please fill that form, and I'm sure someone will reach out to you within 24 working hours, Krishna.
And Yash, the link that I have is for self-sponsorship visa. Will that work?
Yeah, it can work, but if it's self sponsored, what Krishna can do, just go on my website. There is a contact us page. Go on contact us, submit the form, and Krishna, someone should get back to you.
Thank you. And most of the questions that I see now kind of answered already. So, guys, I think I have to end the session because I had promised Yash only 1 hour and he had given me that 1 hour. It's not nice to get another hour from him, but most of the questions we have already answered here. But again, guys, please make sure keep on commenting here after this session ends, and of course, I'm going to request Yash to have a look and then maybe we'll reach out to you if there are more questions. And if you want me to bring Yash regularly on my channel, keep commenting and then ask me, because I do read comments and then I'm going to take suggestions from you guys. If it's useful for you guys, we'll bring Yash so that he can give more legal advice, which I cannot give.
Thank
Okay,
you.
on that note, thank you very much, Yash, for spending your 1 hour on
Thank
weekend
you.
with my
Thank you.
audience and educating all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank
Take care.
you. Bye bye for now. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye. Bye bye.